Hello, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. Thank you for hanging out. So, if you can't tell, we're a little bit more geared than usual. Our past few episodes have been mostly at home. We've gone out a couple of times, but we haven't done anything too crazy, some fighting, but I figured today we're going to go for something a little different. So if you can't tell, we're all geared up. I've got a whole bunch of stuff put together. I did spend some time off camera just getting stuff sorted and rebuilding the blacksmith, which we'll take a look at right now real quick. Since we've got our blacksmith skill up quite a bit, or 4, I built the new simple stuff instead of the Stone Age stuff, and then built more of a structure up here around here and put a barrel up top and a sink here, so we'll have water and an indoor place to work if we want. Oh, why is this closed? And I had lots of extra curtains, so I thought I'd make some windows. But that is what I've been up to. So what we are going to do is we are going to take off now. We're not going to take a vehicle. We're taking what we got on us. We're going to wash ourselves up real quick. Make sure our bottle's full of water. And we are going to head out because we are going to go backpacking and hunting. So for hunting, they recommend areas that like farmland with forests on the side, like tree lines. So I'm looking over here, there's a whole section here with a tree line and a bunch of farmland, and then the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm thinking maybe I can set my camp up kind of in here, and it might be kind of safe. So we are going to head that way with just what we've got on us. And hopefully we'll be able to set up at least a kind of a nice little hunting camp. So let's get going this way. A lot of trees out here. And then while we're out here, we will survive by hunting, hopefully, but also foraging and stuff like that. So let's see where we are. We want to go pretty much this way now. I want to be far enough away from the houses and stuff that I don't have to worry too much about zombies. Trying to decide whether I should put the camp in the woods or on the tree line, and I can hang out at the camp and maybe hunt. Oh, what was that? Rabbits. Okay, so we do have some animals out here. That's good to know. But we're carrying too much to do any hunting right now. So actually what I should do is I should mark that if I can. I'm not sure if there... Yep, we got a little rabbit. Make it red so we can see it, and we'll put it right there. That way we'll know that there are rabbits in that area. We can maybe set up some traps. I've got a few of them at home that I've been collecting but haven't used. Oh, we got zombies in the field out here. I don't like that. Man, what is with all the zombies out here in the middle of the field? Okay, I'm pretty sure I've got... Yeah, I have to put the hammer on the belt just in case. We're gonna have to take care of this now. I really don't want it, zombies sneaking up on me while I'm sleeping at camp. Okay, just making sure it doesn't have an alarm on it. Butter knife will grab. Alright, let's get a bit further out of the fieldy area here. There we go, here's the tree line area. Let's see if we can find any tracks. Oh, let's see. Everything is rare. Animals are rare. It says it's managed forestry. Does that change, or is that just... See, I'm not sure how common animals are normally, so... Is this still... See, I don't want to set up the camp if I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find animals. Could try animal tracks. Oh, here we go. Managed forestry / organic forest. That's showing normal. Found some mushrooms. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe this might be the... Oh, here we go. Organic forest. What do we got here? There's more animals. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking right around here somewhere, maybe. How are we looking on the map? Not bad. I think we just need to be kind of away from houses. Foraging will definitely help keep us fed, though. How are we looking? Yeah? Okay, let's find an area around here. I'm thinking maybe we will set up camp into the woods a little bit. I don't want to disturb the animals. Getting sleepy already, that's not good. Alright, so... Oh, you know what? Let's do it on the edge. We can look around that way. We'll do it in this little area here. So, one of the first things is we will drop our bag here. And something I crafted before we left was a tent kit. You can just make this with some very easy to get items. I'll show you right now. So it's just a tarp, 4 stakes, a wooden rod, and a long stick. And these you can all get just from carving normal stuff you get from chopping trees down. So very easy to make. And that way you can have one you can... No, I don't want to pack it. That way you can have one ready when you get there instead of having to drag the materials with you or find them once you're there. So let's get our tent down. Yeah, we'll go right here. Nice little tent. There we go. And now we've got our tent, and on the bottom of my bag, I have a sleeping bag. Strapped to my bottom so we can... Let's see, now we're supposed to be able to see if it needs to be unpacked. And then if we put it in the tent, it's supposed to increase the sleeping, so... Comfort is poor. Now if we put the sleeping bag in the tent... No. In the tent, not on the ground. Please, thank you. There we go. Average, awesome. So that's up now. Okay. Now we've also got a hatchet here somewhere. So let's get some wood real quick. And clear these trees out of the way a little bit. Okay, that's a lot of work. But now we've got plenty of wood. Let's find some stones. Oh, we just need normal ones. We need 3. There's 1. Nope, not the grass. I'd like the stone, thank you. 2. And here we go. Stone, please. Thank you. Does this stone just not exist? Guess not. Limestone. That's a large stone, isn't it? Yeah. We need normal stones. There we go. 3. And then we will go building. And we will build a campfire. Kind of want to... Yeah, there will be good. Alright, now we've got a campfire. So we've got our shelter and heat. Alright, let's get our bag here and we'll unpack some stuff. Fire starting block, a frying pan, some milk. I brought the materials to make a water collection barrel except for the planks. We'll have to make those ourselves. Unfortunately, I am not that strong. So let's get all this stuff in here. Yep, that's good. And then I should have brought some rope. Okay, so we need 6 planks, I believe. Okay, yeah, let's just take these over here where they'll be easier to work with. Pick these ones up and move them over here. Alright, let's see. And let's pick up this stuff we can use for firewood and anything else we want to do. You can build some stuff with it as well, but not really important. So we'll just drop that here. Now, we will do the tree branches. That should fuel it up for a while. Alright, there we go. Not close enough to the tent. Where's my saw? There we go. Put the hammer away for now. Looks like it's going to end up taking most of the day just to get the camp set up, but that's okay. What we want is to saw these logs. We need 6, so we'll just do 2 of them for now. Right, there we go. Nope, not crafting, building. Rain collector barrel. We'll set... Why not? Well, I suppose we can... Yeah, we'll set it back here a little. Out of the way. There we go. And now we will have a food supply, or a water supply. The food will hopefully come with hunting. And some traps. Actually, you know, maybe I can craft some of that stuff. I think I only brought enough nails to do. I need 4 tree branches. I already used them. Oh, there's 2. I'll set these here for now. Let's get rid of some grass and stuff out of here. Tidy up a bit. There we go. Alright, we got a nice little campground started. Let's see what else we got. Nope, that's all good. Alright. Then the book I brought to read while we're here. And I do have some eggs and stuff that I can use. Right, let's see if we can find some tracks or something. Mark this camp spot on the map so we don't lose it. Is there a tent or just a house? Oh no, there's a tent right there. I'm just blind. There we go. Oh, there's two more branches. Go drop these over here. We'll want them later. Oh man, the hatch is pretty worn down now. That's not good. But it did serve its purpose, so we'll accept it. Alright, let's see if we can find some tracks or something. It is getting dark out, which is going to be a problem. Nope. But we will grab these to use for fishing when we're home. I've never found tracking before, or tracks before, so I'm not sure if they even exist in the game. Or if I should be looking for animals instead. We got a zombie over here. I guess that'll be a chance to try my new spear with the... I made a simple metal knife when I was practicing blacksmithing and stuck it on the end of a stick, so... Ooh, that's good. I'm not sure if we can do anything with that for crafting wise. We're getting pretty tired and hungry, but I've got something for that right here. Whole bottle of milk. Lots of calories, right in a jug. Drink it up. There we go, and we are now full to bursting. Just how I like it. You know, it seems like the search radius is so small that... I mean, is this animals? Is insects? Is that what they're considering animals? We'll try tracks. Hi there. Alright, so I am just gonna wander around, I think. What is this? Looks like a pepper of some sort. Lemongrass. Nice. So anyways, as I was saying, I'm just gonna wander around and see if I can find an animal. I'm very tired and it's getting late, so we're gonna have to go back to the tent to rest soon, but we'll do some foraging until then. So I will either see if we find an animal, or just when we get back to camp. Like we got a few more guys here we need to clear out. Man, this spear is good. I wonder how long it'll last. Not very. Oh, I'm too tired for this. Got a map. Oh. And there's more over there too. Not good. Scissors we'll grab. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to head back to camp. We are just too tired to do any sort of hunting right now, I think. a slug. A leech. Interesting. I haven't found a leech yet. What are you? Termites. Interesting. Well, if anything, we'll be able to make some salad by finding all kinds of foraging stuff. Fortunately, foraging is very easy to level up. I don't need that. We're just slowly making our way back to camp. We don't want to go to bed too early. But we have also finished most of the stuff that we can do here for the day, I think. Some lemongrass and some hemp dogbane. Not sure what that's for. And my stuff. We'll grab you though. What are you? Are you oh, just a stone. Alright, off we go. Now let's see. This stuff can go away. Now, we've got a frying pan in here. Let's see if we can do anything with this. We'll create a stir fry with mushroom and egg. Alright, that is what we can add to it. We'll stick that there for now. We're not quite hungry yet. Now let's see what we've got here that we can do for the night while we wait. Probably not much. Oh, that can be made into rope. Nice. Or burlap. Need to make a loom. I gotta do tailoring. Alright, so we've got our little hunting camp set up. I'm gonna wait until it gets dark out, because I don't want to fall asleep at 6 p.m. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just take a short nap. I've got a watch, right? I can use that. We'll set our alarm for, what is it, 4, 5. Then we'll just have a quick nap here. There we go. Now hopefully we'll be able to get through the rest of the evening. Turn our alarm off here. I think we've got everything set up. We're just going to wait until it is time to go hunting, and we'll check in the morning. So I'm going to wait here until it gets dark, sleep, and I will see you bright and early. Alright, it is nice and early, so we are going to try our hand at finding some animals today. Just gonna have to be patient and take our time. Well, we got normal for animals. But still, I don't know if that includes things like insects and the like. It seems to. Now we could head back over to where the rabbits were. Oh, we want that. We can turn that into rope or twine. Got some zombies down there. Suppose we'll take care of them. We are running low on water, so we will have to head back soon, but that's okay. We've got most of the base set up. Plus, we'll be able to bring some more supplies back, so we'll be a little bit better prepared. The main goal for this one, I wasn't expecting to necessarily find any animals. I was hoping mostly just to get the hunting camp set up. And then I'll get different ones set up around the map because the tent kits are fairly easy to make. Or I can always make them in place by crafting. Nothing in the backpack. And unfortunately, I did not sleep well, so I'm a little tired. I needed rags for something, but I can't remember what. Not seeing anything yet. I'll go down here and follow this tree line up. Sad also. Probably from eating boring food, but... Is that hay? Or clay? Or sand? Can't tell. Another zombie. Let's take care of him. Oh, a couple of them here. Of course it broke. I suppose it didn't last very long. That took entirely too long. Too many holes. Another bugger up here. I'd shoot him, but I don't want to scare any animals. But I also need to take care of them, so... I don't have anything sharp on me, that's stupid. Alright, come on. We'll play the pushing game. Come on, fall over. Jeez. Alright, we are tired, panicking, and sad all at the same time. Not good. So I'm thinking we will use the last part of this hunting trip to head back towards home, where we can restock and get ready again. Where did we see those rabbits? Oh, they were way to the north. I suppose we gotta start somewhere. Oh, I see a rabbit right there. Oh, it got away. And here come the zombies, of course. Oh, I see there, I think. No? That's just a zombie corpse. More zombies. Great. Oh. Oh no, that's a baby rabbit. That won't do. Well, I wanted to go home with something, but it's looking like that's not going to happen. But that is the way it is sometimes. Can't always win. If only that was a real animal and not just background noise. Seems like the rabbits split. We're getting pretty tired. We better head back home. Let's see, and we've got a bottle of milk to drink. Get us nice and full. I wonder if drinking the milk is what makes me sad. It doesn't say it has any negative happiness effects, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Well, looks like we overshot it a little bit. That's okay, we can run along this tree line here. Maybe do a bit more foraging on the way back. Oh, we got a friend here. Oh, nice. Animals are normal here as well. Yes, I know you're the big sad. We'll fix it, don't worry. Oh, probably because you're filthy. Let's get everything cleaned up here. That definitely isn't helping the mood, especially with the fear of blood. No wonder he's constantly panicking. There we go. I wonder if that'll drive away animals as well. Ooh, lime tree. What are you? Broccoli? Spinach. Nice. Finding some new herbs and stuff for at home. And we'll have to do some more fishing as well. I haven't found any ginseng, have I? No. Darn. Oh, finally home. Place is looking pretty nice. Alright, first things first, we gotta check the generator. How you doing? Not bad. Next, oh, we did leave some stuff there that might go bad, but it wasn't much, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, we got that. Now we can actually get better prepared, get a good night's rest, and get out there without being freaking out and exhausted all the time. Alright. So take a look out here now. Flint nodules, that's blocks. They go in here. And I'll put the bait in the fridge just so it doesn't go bad. I don't know if that actually helps it or not, but better safe than sorry. Is that all I had? Oh, there we go. Mushrooms. There we go. Alright, so we have been going for quite a while. I think we are going to get these moodlets sorted out. So we're going to... Here, I'll show you how I like to do this. Let's see, what haven't we watched yet? How about this? We'll stick a VHS in, and then we come over here, and we find something that's nice to read. He's pretty sad. I'll celebrate the successful trip by letting him enjoy a hotties. Turn this on, hit play, have a seat, and read our magazine. And that should help the stress and depression, hopefully. Let's just zip through some of that. There we go, that helped some. Now he's just down to tense. He was definitely very depressed. I don't know if it's the milk or what, because it doesn't say that it's negative, but you never know at the same time. So let's see if we can't make him a little bit happier. Get washed up. Fill our plastic bottle. And our pot. There we go. We are going to make some nice stew, hopefully. Get some fish in there. And some vegetables. And some herbs. And some mushrooms. And some eggs. Let's see. Let's get some more fish. Some more mushroom. Alright, that's done. Now let's get it seasoned. Some garlic powder. And some salt. And some thickener. There we go. Let me stick this in here and get it nice and hot. Eat that, and hopefully that'll help. And we are just going to eat all of that right now. Maybe that'll make him happy. Or at least happier. Well, the anxiety's gone now that we've got him clean. There we go, now we're just sad. Had a nice hot meal at home. Apparently he doesn't like leaving home very often. I also started storing milk in the water dispenser, so I've got too much as it is. Alright, well, we are home, and we are very tired and sad, so we are going to take a nap, and I will see you when we're ready to figure out what we are going to do next. Alright, after a whole bunch of running around, I got aggroed by this zombie here. But it was fortuitous because right next to the zombie is our deer, which took us a long time to find, but that is really heavy. How much does that weigh? I don't want to know. We need to get back to the camp before we die. Oh yeah, that's really friggin' heavy. I should have butchered it on the spot, I guess. Alright, let's get back to camp and we'll rest. Ow, that hurt. I want to use the butcher hook, but unfortunately that's all the way at home, and I don't know if I can pack this all the way home there. Just getting it out of the woods took a bunch of health off of me. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, I need to use the hook. I think I'll have to make one out here. Which I'm sure I've got all this stuff for at home. I've got so much crud saved up, so... crap, I really don't want to leave that here, but we're gonna have to. Alright, I'm going to run home and get the stuff to bring a butcher hook up here. Why is that tree shaking? Alright, anyways, I gotta go before this deer goes bad, so let's get home. Alright, we have arrived home for supplies, but unfortunately we do not have the large hook to make. Let's just grab a couple of these also. How many planks did we need for that? Might as well get them now. 2. Alright, we'll grab 2 of these. Anyways, as I was saying, unfortunately we do not have the large hook, but fortunately we are a blacksmith, which means I think we should be able to make one. Because I think blacksmithing can make pretty much every metal item in the game. There we go, large hook. What do we need? Files or a whetstone, we got that. Coke and a steel bar. Alright. The coke I think we just make over here with, okay, charcoal. Easy enough, we've got plenty of that. And we can make a ton more. Alright, so let's go ahead and, I think we needed 4. There we go. Oh, that makes multiple, nice. Alright, let's drop this here, along with the charcoal for now. Alright, let's see what else we need. That's right, it's not in this menu, it's in here. Alright, what else do we need? We need a file and a steel bar, okay. So let's see, steel bar. Grab one of these. And where did I put my, oh yeah, that's right, I think my tools are in the bag, aren't they? Oh, don't have any files in there. Right, let's see about here. There we go. We'll grab these. We'll need them out there anyways. Alright. Forge large hook. That just looks cool. Okay, I'll speed it up. Alright. We've got our hook. Now we should have enough to build that. Yep, just need a hammer, and we've got one of those at camp, I believe. But we'll bring one just to be safe. There we go. Alright, let's, yeah, we need to get that done. I don't know if an animal is going to show up and try and eat that deer or not. We got plenty of fuel. Alright. It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours in game time to run across here, so I will see you when we get back over here. Alright, here we are. Home away from home, sweet home. Looks like our deer is still here. Let's get this thing built. Sure, hook. Let's build it. Yeah, right here will be good. We want it close enough to get light from the fire. Beautiful. Alright. Oh. Might need to move our... Oh, I can't pick it up. Well, I guess we'll just have to use the hook from the side. Can we? Oh, there we go, butcher hook. No? There we go. I think I might have to break this block. Is there a way to? I don't... I've got lots of good stuff in here. I think we're gonna need to... Well, we'll deal with that later. Saw. I don't think a saw will work for that. No, I don't... Okay, something to deal with later. Alright, so blood. I didn't know you could gather blood. I mean, we've got an empty bottle. I don't know what you can do with it. Maybe we can use it for chum or bait or something. Alright. Oh, both of my bottles are empty. That's not good. Alright. Let's see. Leather. We will try and gather. Looking a little gruesome, but that's kind of how life works. Oh, we're getting a bit encumbered here. Nice. Alright, so I had stuff in here that I... Was this... Yeah, we needed to get rid of this stuff out of here. I know you're hurting, dude. Oh, I kept the file. I didn't need to do that. Extra weight I don't need. I was grabbing these to use for rags and stuff out here in case I need them. Ooh, we got a prime cut. How nice is that? Only the pork cut will fit in the backpack, though. That's alright. Alright, what else do we got here? Just the head. There we go, all done. And then there's... We can gather the bones from the skeleton, because we'll use those, and we will make sure and use every part of this animal. Very nice. And then we've got our bag here. So we'll just stick some stuff in there. And use that to carry it back. So we'll have to remember to always bring a bag with us when we come out here. Because this stuff is heavy. Let's have a seat on our bench here for a second. Now, let's deal with the rest of this stuff. That way the weight isn't hurting us too much. Alright, we got a brain. The skull we will hold on to. Let's pin these so I can see what we're doing here now. Equip this. I really need to work on getting my inventory stuff sorted out better. That's all I've got room for. Alright, well, let's see. We will, we'll leave the bones and stuff that we don't need right away. Actually, we need that for tanning, I think, so we'll hold on to it. The empty bottle we can leave, the bowl we can leave. We can leave this. We've already read the map. I brought way too many nails with me. Come on. Oh, that was because it's a lot of different cuts of meat. Okay. Alright, there we go. How's our water barrel looking? Empty. It has not rained yet. Alright. I'm going to head home, and I will see you when we get there. Alright, home sweet home. Let's get this stuff in the freezer, shall we? We don't want any of it to go to waste. And we got plenty of room in the freezer also. That is excellent. Alright, let's see. Oh, so much venison. This is going to be amazing for our food. I'm excited to see what kind of cooking we can do with it. Let's see. Anything else there we need to put in the fridge? No, that's it. Alright. Well, it's getting dark out. Looks like we barely managed to do it. Let's go out here. And we've got... Oh, wait, never mind. It wasn't out here. That's right. Put those outside. Out here are our animal parts. Oh yeah, we may have some stuff for the fridge in here as well. Why do I have a ring in it? Oh, that's right. I picked it up to see if I could smelt it down. Alright, get that stuff loaded up. Did we get it all in there? Excellent. Okay. And then back to the freezer. We don't want to miss out on that venison. And then I've been putting the fishing bait in here because some of it seems to be going stale and rotting sometimes, so we're going to try and be more careful with that. Oh, got a couple more things for out here. I'll have to see what I can make with the stuff like the sinew, and I know the brains are used for tanning, and I've got some hides and stuff. Speaking of which, we've got that hide we need to process as well. Alright. Excellent. And our bag is pretty much empty. So I'll just stick this here by the door so we can remember where it's at. And I think, actually, we'll save that for a special day, but I think we'll stick an average cut in there and some of these just so they're ready. And then I think we're going to celebrate a successful hunting trip by making some stew. What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's check our Jenny real quick. 78%, not bad. Oh, we are thirsty. Let's go ahead and have a drink here. Ah, much better. Fill up the pot. We're going to have to grab a spare bottle to fill up, but that's okay. We got plenty. Oh yeah, you're probably all bloody from butchering. We'll grab an empty bottle. We need to make sure we keep hydrated. Running out of water is very, very dangerous in this game. Alright, there we go. Oh, actually, before that, let's go ahead and wash up. Get everything nice and clean. There we go. Much better. Oh, let's go ahead and turn this light off. We don't want to waste the bulbs. Alright, now we got our pot. Let's make some stew. There we go, venison. Nice. Already looking good. We'll put some fish in there. We're going to make just a crazy hot pot. Mushroom, some eggs. Oh, this is going to be good. Some more venison. And some of these mushrooms. And some herbs. Alright, now let's get some seasonings. We don't have much, unfortunately. It seems like we are out of flour. But, is that it? That is it. Alright, let's get this cooked up. Turn that on. Fast forward a little bit here. And turn that off. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. And then we are going to celebrate by eating all of it. Alright, well, I've had a lot of fun doing the hunting and butchering and cooking. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more, think about giving me a sub. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions or if there's anything particular you want to see. Until next time, take care, be safe, and I will see you later.